Hey Libra, let's see what messages want to come through for you right now. Whenever you come across this, there's a message here for you. So let's see what is happening. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So you're going through this very slow transition in your life. There's this merging of a new life or like new energy. It's something that you've been in the process of for quite a long time. Geo the Slow, this is probably months, if not years in the making. And it's showing that there had been this sudden shift recently, or you're about to experience this shift in your reality. And it's going to bring in a lot of happiness. There's something in your life that's coming to an end. And this probably came out of nowhere. It was unexpected. Okay. The Pook and Lady of the Harvest. This is unexpected energy, unexpected endings, unexpected new beginnings as well, because the next card is the Bright Mother. So we have this transitional energy between endings and new beginnings. And it looks like this is all because of some sort of impulse or this random push, or this, like, it's almost like a door that slammed closed out of nowhere. Like one door slams close and another door opens unexpectedly. But it looks like right now the energy that you're embodying, or what you are being guided towards, is pursuing something that truly lights you up, something that feels right in your heart, in your soul, in your spirit. And I just feel like this has been a long time coming. This has been months, if not years in the making. It's finally here. You're finally ready. You're ready to walk away. You're ready to end some sort of cycle or clear some long outstanding blockage. Some of you, this is clearing up some sort of debt or some sort of attachment, or I don't know, it just feels like time's up. You've served your time. And there's like this unexpected ending / new beginning. That's what I'm seeing so far in these oracle cards. So let's see what else you might be dealing with at this time. For Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Show me clearly. What do my Libras need to know right now? Ten of Wands and the Hermit at the bottom. You may have Virgo placements, but there's something you've been carrying and it's been quite heavy. And it looks like you've been dealing with this all on your own here with the Hermit to the Ten of Wands. You've been going through a lot of epiphanies, awakenings, realizations about something that you can't carry this much longer. You're realizing, I have to let this go, or I have to drop this. This is just not working anymore. You had been clinging on, Hermit to the Four of Pentacles, you have been holding on for dear life, and it's like the universe is trying to offer you something better, but for the longest time you were convinced, well, there isn't anything better, or I may as well just stay put with what's familiar, what's safe, or what's comfortable. But you're recognizing like this just isn't working anymore. And so yeah, it's like you were holding yourself back. You were holding yourself back, but the universe is giving you a different offer, or like it's tying into this new beginning, a new beginning that's going to be extremely successful for you. Very, very successful for you. You have what it takes. Okay. What do you need to let go of? Or maybe something you're struggling to let go of at this moment, but in the near future, it's going to be like, bye-bye. See you later. It's going to be out of your life once and for all. What's going on for Libra? What do my Libras need to know right now? Justice. It's your energy. Everything is working out the way it's meant to. These are some divine lessons and tests, but you are persevering and you're flying forwards with colors, and you're overcoming things that you thought you would never get past, or, you know, just you hit rock bottom. Some of you really did hit rock bottom, but look at this. There's a change in the winds, justice, Six of Swords, also death, Scorpio energy, Libra and Scorpio energy, and the Hierophant. I'm seeing like a change in terms of some sort of commitment or contract, or maybe it has to do with a marriage. But justice and the Six of Swords, this path that you're moving towards, there's a lot of outstanding karmic justice is what this feels like. For some, this has been going on for a very long time, and it's like finally receiving the fruits of your labor, finally receiving the justice that you deserve in a situation where there was an injustice or you had been done wrong. So justice in the Six of Swords, you're on the right path. Keep going. Six of Swords, death, and the Hierophant. There's a change taking place, my friend, in terms of some sort of toxicity in your life, or something that you were tied to or attached to, something that had a lot of control or power over you. This could be a person, this could be some sort of habit, whatever this is, you're breaking free from it. Yeah, this is your way out. You're breaking free from this energy, from this person that had been keeping you stuck, or I'm seeing like an end of a contract here. Death in the Hierophant, end of contracts, energetic contracts, soul contracts, right? As well as literal contracts. And some of you are dealing with legal matters, or you're getting a lawyer, or you're just, you're taking care of business as you should. You could also be determined to make something right. 10 of Wands to Justice is like, it's requiring a lot of effort, but you're not going to cut corners, or it's like you're going about this the right way that's like fair or equal. You don't want to step on anybody's toes. What's going on for Libra? What do my Libras need to know right now? Knight of Swords. So there's like something coming towards you, and you might be skeptical of it with the Nine of Wands at the bottom. There's something coming towards you, and it's happening very quickly. It's probably that Luthus of the Wild and Exorcist from earlier. It's probably going to be something that's very positive, but it's almost like you are thinking it's too good to be true, or this just is a surprise. Nine of Wands, Six of Wands, Nine of Cups. It's going to be your wish fulfillment. For some, this could even be about a relationship here. And there's this wall that you have up. You're trying to protect yourself. You're highly desired at this time in your life. You're in high demand. A lot of people are craving you. A lot of people are drawn to your energy. There's something about you, the way that you carry yourself, your charisma, your charm. It just radiates, and people are drawn to you. And you may not be fully trusting of some of these people because you're like, oh, say you recently came into a lot of money, or you just came into a lot of success in your career, or there's just been some sort of win in your life, and so you're like, why are you here all of a sudden? Or maybe you're just used to doing things on your own, and now that there's like people who want to help you or support you, you're kind of like, can I really let my walls down? Can I really trust you? But Nine of Wands to the Six of Wands, the way people perceive you at this time in your life is like they see you as someone who's very strong, someone who's very like passionate and driven, consistent. You don't quit. You're not a quitter. People are really seeing you in this positive light where it's inspiring as well. You're extremely inspiring that you don't let difficult situations break you. Even if it does temporarily kick you down, you always stand back up, and that people admire that quality about you. But you might be like, no, they don't. Or you might be like hesitating. You're like, is that true? But it is true. And so there is someone coming towards you being very direct, or there's like this direct approach. It's an energy that's like kind of out of nowhere, out of the blue. Things are going to speed up for you very quickly. There's been like a shift in the winds. From like stuck, slow, stagnant, stale, to then all of a sudden things are starting to, like paths are starting to open up for you. Opportunities starting to open up for you in areas and places you didn't anticipate. Okay, we do have a Page of Wands flipping out in the reverse. And then the Empress is in the reverse at the bottom. There may be someone who's not happy seeing you move on, or seeing you come into the success. Or I'm seeing Knight of Wands, or not Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords with the Page of Wands in reverse, there could be somebody here. It's like a jealous energy. It's an insecure energy. It's someone who doesn't want you to grow or expand, or it's kind of like that saying, misery loves company. There might be someone who is very unhappy with the way that you've carried yourself through this situation. Like, you didn't let them stop you or bog you down, or you stayed true to your core. You didn't fight fire with fire or like play petty games. Like you held your head high. And someone maybe was trying to get you to react or trigger you. Now, Knight of Swords and the Page of Wands reverse. Sometimes I see Page of Wands reverse as like bad news or like negative energy or something that is a bit of a bummer or buzzkill. So let me take a look here. Empress reverse, Nine of Cups reverse. I think my deck could be upside down, but it came out this way for a reason. All these cards are in the reverse here. World reverse, Nine of Cups reverse, and the Empress reverse. This is bringing up loose ends that do need to be tidied. It doesn't look like there's much else that can grow here. This is more just like cleaning up what's dead, like the dead remains, the cobwebs, the clutter, the dirt, like sweep it away. I'm literally seeing that in my mind's eye, just like someone sweeping this pile of dirt and just like getting rid of it and be gone. So it's just like tidying up, a little spring cleaning, even if you want to call it that. But yeah, an ending taking place. It's fizzling out. I don't know if you're super happy about this Nine of Cups in reverse, or someone's not happy about the way things are ending with you. Maybe it's like ending on bad terms. It could be a little messy. Tell me more. What's going on for Libra? Oh yeah, look. 10 of Swords. So there is an ending taking place in your life. But it has to, because this has just been bogging you down. This has been weighing you down for so long. So you're going to be free from this in the near future, Libra. It's only a matter of time before your life starts to feel much brighter and happier. You're going to feel so much more empowered and in control. This is something that's been really dragging you down, and you deserve to be free from this. So you may actually be delivering some sort of news to someone. You might be telling somebody no, or telling somebody it's over. Like, some of you could be going through a breakup, right? Maybe you've been pushed to the edge and there's no other way to put this except like, yo, you and I, we don't belong. We're not a match. We're not compatible. Is what it is. Have a nice life. Like, you know, Page of Wands in the reverse. I don't get pleasure saying this, but 10 of Swords, we gotta pull the plug. This has to come to an end. I'm not happy about this, but it's just what has to be done. Ace of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, 2 of Swords. You're saying, I don't see how this would fit in my future. You've been giving a lot of contemplation to this. 7-7. Ooh, double 7. You've been giving a lot of thought to this, and you've had to make a decision. You've had to make a choice. You either have already made it, and this is just confirming, or you're about to make this decision, Libra, and you're just cementing. You're looking at all the possible options, and you're choosing. You're making your option. You're choosing your option. You're choosing your path. And this is about ending something. You are done. You were over with it. And you've given a lot of thought too. A lot of thought. You've weighed out your emotions here with the Queen of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. You know, maybe in the past you followed your heart and it led you here, and now you're like, all right, I gotta look at the facts now. I gotta be honest with myself. I can't be just focusing on like what's potential, or it's all just like make believe and fantasy, fairy tale. So choose very carefully. Yeah, something's ending. Something is ending. What's going on for Libra? 9 of Swords. This fell out on the Knight of Swords. So this is like what I was seeing earlier. Someone is like feeling very worried, or they feel like there's no turning around, or there's no going back from this. They may feel very guilty, or like they can't change your mind. 9 of Swords and the Knight of Swords. If this is your energy, you could just be feeling very nervous or antsy and anxious about what's to come with this significant change and with this pivotal ending. You might just be feeling a little bit nervous, maybe excited, right? Maybe there's more excitement here, because Knight of Wands is at the bottom. So if this is your energy, it's like you could be feeling a little bit of nerves, a little bit of excitement, but is not stopping you. You could be overthinking something though. You might be overanalyzing something. Nine of Swords. Or maybe you're second guessing, like, did I make the right call? Ending this or walking away from this, was that the right decision? So, Knight of Wands, Seven of Wands, and the Hermit. You may feel like you have to isolate yourself or you have to prove yourself. There could be someone coming towards you and you feel like you owe them an explanation or that you have to explain your reasoning why you're ending this or why this isn't a fit for you. And again, it's showing you've been doing a lot of thinking, you've been doing a lot of reflection, you've also been hurting a lot. This has been very harmful to you, or this has been really weighing on your heart. It's like your heart's been aching during this entire process. You're trying to move on from it though. Chariot, High Priestess, I also see that you've been trying to like keep this on the down low, or you're not really wearing your heart on your sleeve. You're definitely coming across like extremely strong, but internally you feeling a little heavy, or you're feeling weak. You're not weak, but you might be feeling very weak, or like, you know, you could be feeling very vulnerable, but you're not letting it off. Like you're not coming across that way. And you're using this pain as like motivation and this driving force to persevere. But definitely seems like you're keeping this all internally. You're keeping this all within. Hermit and the Seven of Wands. So you're protecting your peace, you're protecting your energy, especially someone coming towards you. If they threaten your nervous system, if all of a sudden you get into the shakes or you start experiencing a lot of like cloudiness or unstable, you're feeling like you can't think clearly, this is someone that is not in alignment or not the right fit for you. And your spirit knows that, like your spirit just knows. So you got to listen to that. You got to trust that. A lot of air in this reading, which is your element. You're in a lot of deep thinking, processing information. There could be a lot of communication as well. A lot of talking, a lot of yapping. Show me clearly what's going on for Libra. Ace of Cups, and that just fell out on the Ten of Swords. So it's a very emotional ending, and I see you kind of wavering, or not really, well, wavering maybe for some of you. We see this Two of Pentacles at the bottom. It's kind of like this head over heart. Logically this, emotionally that. Two of Pentacles, the World, and the Five of Wands. Like you're kind of juggling with how to feel about this ending, all right? This is activating deep healing, a deep cleansing, and it's like you finding yourself again, but it's like you finding your footing. That's the tricky part. And you're being pulled in two different directions. Maybe there's a lot of arguments or a lot of conflicts, you and someone not being on the same page or just constantly bashing heads, like just at odds with one another, right? But you're trying to find the middle ground, or you're trying to de-escalate the situation. You don't want this to continue or carry on moving forwards. So you're trying your best to do whatever it takes to soothe or bring healing to the situation, right? Ace of Cups is healing. Two of Pentacles in the World. And then we also have the Eight of Cups and the Four of Cups. It's like you having to walk away, even if you don't want to, or even if your heart is saying, no, I really don't want to do this, but it's like you kind of have no other choice. Something about you having to remain open-hearted, open-minded, just remaining open as best as possible to these changes that are occurring. Show me clearly. Oh my God, that's a lot. The Fool and the Page of Cups. Some sort of new beginning. Could be representing a new friendship or a new connection here. We'll take a look into that in a moment. And then we have all these cards. It's like way too many cards. This is like 6, 7 cards. I ain't taking any of that. I ain't taking none of that, but the Fool and the Page of Cups. This is where you are leaning into your heart, following your heart, and listening to what feels right in your soul. When we've been saying that a couple times in this reading, where something just wasn't quite aligned with you, or it was weighing you down, or it was keeping you feeling stuck and restricted, and it wasn't fair to you, it wasn't fair to others, and so you recognize like something's got to change. I can't stay in this place. It's not fit for me, or I feel like, I just don't belong here anymore. This doesn't fit anymore. This isn't compatible anymore. And I might feel, you may feel, bleh, you may be feeling guilty about this, or you may feeling kind of bad about the way things have changed, or way you're having to possibly end things or call it quits or walk away. But ultimately, you got to follow your heart. You got to follow what you're like, dude, you got to follow your soul. You got to follow what feels right. And that's what you're doing. The Fool and the Page of Cups. So this is just bringing a lot of healing and clarity, and it's like opening up your heart in a way that you didn't think was possible. And again, this could have been something that was a long time coming, and you just finally in this place, in this stage of your life, you're finally ready to go forwards with this next move. And I think you're ready for this. Yeah. I think you're ready for this because you know deep down, like, there's something better out there for you, something that's a much better fit or much more aligned. Your wants, your needs are changing, and you're having to really embrace this because whatever this was, it was holding you back. Let me do a little clarifying here. 10 of Wands and Justice. Why is the 10 of Wands here? Talk about the 10 of Wands. 3 of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, it's just not working. You and someone are just not working. I don't know if this is just like a friend or somebody that you work with or someone that you are in a relationship with, but it's just, there's lack of teamwork. There's lack of support. There's an imbalance in the give and receive. Someone is very controlling, or they always want it their way, and it's just not working anymore. It's very exhausting, or someone's not pulling their weight. You are putting up with so much, giving your all, and it's draining. It's draining. 8 of Cups, and therefore, yeah, you're like, I gotta go. I have to leave this behind. Although you put a lot of time, effort, emotion, energy into this, you have to move on from this. Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands. You're in the process of attracting or creating something better for yourself. Okay, and why is Justice here for Libra? We have the Devil. Yeah, the situation, y'all, start at the bottom. Aquarius energy. We're in Aquarius season. There's something that you had been stuck in. You gave benefit of the doubt. This could have been a very toxic commitment. We talked about this before, right? Something about the commitment, the Hierophant, contracts. Like a contract that you couldn't get out of. Somebody dealing with a Capricorn. This doesn't have control over you anymore. You've learned your lesson. You've become aware of what needs to change. This is where you are no longer making excuses or delaying the inevitable, because staying in this situation is just going to create more damage, and then there's going to be more damage control, you know? So you gotta go. But it's like, maybe, let's see, the Star, the Moon, and the Page of Pentacles. There's just that uncertainty of what lies ahead or what the next step looks like for you. But having to really trust and rely on your intuition. This is like a bit of a testing period. But you have to step out into the unknown. So that might be why you're so worried, or 9 of Swords. That's why you're feeling a little antsy, a little restless. Feeling like, can I do this? Can I do this? Am I capable? You're having to face some sort of fear. Literally, 8 of Swords at the bottom. You're having to face some fears. 10 of Pentacles. You could be worrying about like money, or where you're gonna live, or just like the future. Maybe if you have children here or family that's involved, like you could be really worrying about like, who can you trust? 7 of Swords, 2 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune at the bottom. You may be having some questions about like, who are your real friends, or who is out to get you, or hidden intentions, hidden motivations, you know? Maybe there is someone that really switched up on you out of the blue, or just like did you really wrong and they were very close to you. And so there's just like fear of what can I really trust? What's actually solid? What can I truly believe? So you're getting in your head about that. There's like an instability, or there may be just like a lot of instability that's around you and you are feeling powerless. Knight of Swords, we have this one coming out. Two of Swords. It kind of feels like an impulsive decision. Now, Two of Swords, when this comes out, it's normally like, you got to make a choice. We saw earlier, what was it? Two of Swords, Seven of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. And it's like, hey, you've made your selection. Seven of Pentacles, you thought about it. You've given a lot of thought. You've been feeling it out with that Queen of Cups. I think that's what we had. Now it's about making this choice. So this fellow on, we're clarifying the Knight of Swords to the Two of Swords. It's kind of like that impulsive action that you'll be taking. Or it's just going to kind of hit you out of the blue. I see you're kind of going from like, oh my God, what am I going to do? This, and that, overanalyzing the situation. And then suddenly out of the blue, you're like, okay, I've made my mind up. I made my choice. I made my selection. It's go time. And what it looks like with the Empress underneath, which tells me that this choice that you make leads to a lot of growth and expansion. That's the right choice. You made the right decision. Good job. You listened to yourself. You honored your intuition. You followed your gut. And it looks like this path that you're taking leads to a lot of expansion, a lot of fertility. Something about Taurus season may be relevant, or like end of March, early April. Okay, Page of Wands. Reverse. I just realized end of March, early April. That's Aries season. Page of Wands reversed. Two of Pentacles. Look at that again, like you're kind of on the fence about, oh, and then Two of Wands. See, like you're on the fence about this. Kind of also like fluctuating on how you feel. Like one moment you're kind of feeling maybe bummed out about this, or like low energy or drained. And then there's another moment where you're kind of like it's fluctuating. Your mood is fluctuating. Your energy, your momentum is kind of fluctuating. Like some days you have a lot of drive, a lot of motivation. Other days it kind of just falls short. Two of Wands, Seven of Swords, Knight of Swords. I also see here that you're keeping things on the down low, or it's recommended to kind of keep things to yourself and not reveal everything all at once. You kind of want to move in silence at this moment, not let everybody know your next move. And be aware of any trickster energy around you, or anybody that's like malicious or up to no good, or they're putting a lot of pressure on you. We have a Nine of Wands underneath this Knight of Swords. This could be someone that's trying to persuade you or change your mind or pressure you. So just make sure that it's balanced and reciprocal, and make sure that there's respect, mutual respect. If there ain't, it's going to be very obvious, and you're going to probably just like remove yourself altogether. Okay, Ten of Swords. Let's see what's coming to an end. Why is the Ten of Swords here for Libra? Strength. Well, and then we have the Fool. You have to be strong. You have to be brave. You have to really lean into your backbone. Ending this is not easy. This ending is going to be pretty challenging, to say the least. And it's going to require a lot of persistence, a lot of determination, and also support from other friends, other people, your family, your lover. Like you're going to need as much support as possible. Yeah, it's a huge lifestyle change for you, but this is opening a door, right? This ending, like we said, this entire reading, this ending is a new beginning. This ending is a disguised blessing. It's a blessing in disguise. The Fool, King of Pentacles, King of Wands. Yeah, and then look, Eight of Cups again in the Sun. I'm telling you, whatever you're leaving behind, you're better off without it in your life. There's something much more better fit that's going to truly make you happy. And I think deep down in your core, you know that you're moving towards a lot more stability, a lot more success, a lot more confidence. Somebody who really just goes after what they want. They don't doubt themselves. They don't second guess. They don't worry. They always come out successful and on top. This is your era of winning. This is your era of divine blessings, and you're moving away from things that were holding you back, or things that were truly just like blocking you from truly thriving and truly being fulfilled. So now we have the Ace of Cups. Let's see what this new... Oh, hello. Hello there. What are you? Hermit in the reverse. So you're getting out of your comfort zone, basically. Getting out of your comfort zone, mingling, meeting new people, putting yourself out there, coming out of your shell. You've been doing a lot of reflection, a lot of inner work, a lot of shadow work, and now Spirit's giving you confirmation like it's time. You're ready to put yourself out there. You're ready to mingle. You're ready to connect, and put yourself out of your comfort zone. You got to leave your house. Some of you got to leave your house. Okay, let's see this Page of Cups. You're not resisting it anymore, though. The Five of Wands reversed. No longer resisting this change. Or, I see you letting people in. Becoming way more open and available. Page of Cups for Libra. Give me one card for the Page of Cups. High Priestess. You could be connecting with a Pisces. I'm also seeing someone that you kind of just hit it off instantly. You just have this instant spark, or you're able to finish each other's sentences, or you're very much similar. It's like your souls recognize each other. So there is someone here also, something they're communicating to you, / you're communicating to them. There does seem to be a lot of interest, a lot of mystery, a lot of like, I don't know why, but I'm attracted to this person. I don't know why, but I'm curious. I want to know more. I want to learn more. I feel very open. I feel like I can be myself. 3 of Wands, 7 of Cups, 3 of Cups. Yeah, there's something about the way things are unfolding this month that feel really special, that feel very much in divine timing. It seems, at times it could feel overwhelming, but for the most part, very positive and very warm and welcoming. A lot of opportunities, though, coming towards you. A lot of options and a lot of different things going on at once. You're juggling. A lot of plans you're planning, like lots of, maybe you're traveling. Some of you are planning trips this year. But a lot of opportunities that are going to be very fulfilling, that are going to open up your world, that are going to bring in a lot of amazing connections, amazing people. And as long as you stay open, right? Just as long as you stay open. And then we have the Fool. Let's take a look into the Fool. Why is the Fool here for Libra? Ten of Cups. Hey, I'm telling you, this is destined. This is divine change. You are going to be living your best life. Oh, huge turnaround. Literally 180 flip. We start with the 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords, and now we are ending with the 10 of Cups. So a huge switch of energy in your life. And it's happening very quickly. And this just feels really good. Really, really, really good. This is probably a surprise, probably a shock, but at the same time, not really, because like you've changed your outlook or you've changed your perspective. There's something like definitely awakened energy that you're embodying, that you're embracing. Your perspective has changed immensely in a short amount of time. And your entire reality is mirroring that. It's reflecting that. So Tower and the 10 of Cups, you might be moving. Some of you could be moving, or you're manifesting a move. There's some sort of good news, something you're going to be celebrating in the near future. So keep your eyes and ears and heart open for that. But there's positive change that's brewing. This is a long time coming. You're finally free. Here we got that 10 of Wands again. You're finally free from this burden or from this baggage or from just like all this negativity and pressure. You're finally free from it. Ooh, it feels like a weight has been lifted. So I love that for you, Libra. I think that's where we're going to leave your reading. But I hope you found this helpful and insightful. Let me know in the comments below. Private readings are available down in the description box. And I am starting to post again on my Instagram and TikTok. You can find me there at JadeStoneTarot. I love you guys so much, and I'll see y'all later. Have a great day.